Hey guys, been a while, huh? Yeah, I felt that now would be a pretty good time to explain exactly why I haven't been very active on this particular platform for the last couple of months. Those of you who follow me on Facebook already really know what I'm about to say here, but I know I have a few subscribers on YouTube that don't follow me on Facebook or just don't have Facebook in general, so I wanted to kind of explain a little bit about where I've been and what's been going on. Let's just say that December and January really haven't been kind months for my family. Long story short, a couple of weeks ago, my mother passed away. She'd been sick for quite some time. She'd been battling COPD for many years. And between that and fighting with cancer, which she had beaten, it took a toll on her body, and things just kind of came to a head this holiday season. She'd been going in and out of the hospital pretty frequently. There was a time she would be in the hospital about once a month for 9 months in a row, and that was a pretty stressful time. But there was a little bit there where she hadn't gone to the hospital for 4 months straight, so we thought, hey, maybe things are turning around. Maybe things are doing a little bit better. But right before Thanksgiving, she went back into the hospital, and she stayed for about a week or so. And they basically said, listen, we'd like you to go to an extended care facility to work on getting better, or you can go home. Basically, there's nothing we can do for you here any longer. So, the choice is yours. And she didn't really want to go to an extended care facility, so she wanted to come home. So she did. She came home the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and we thought it was going to be alright. Her and my father both came home from the hospital with coughs that they didn't have before. And I'm sure a lot of you can read the room and know exactly where this is going, but I'll elaborate further. After a few days, Mom's recovery started going the other way, and she got sick again. She had to go back to the hospital. And honestly, Dad's condition wasn't really improving either. So she went to the hospital. They did all the tests they could. And after a week or so in the hospital again, they said, well, it's time to start thinking about hospice care. That was a conversation that we did not want to have, but it was one we needed to have. So we did. We set everything up, and she was going to come home with us the next day. Well, when all that was going on, my father had grown so ill, he couldn't really get out of bed. So we took him to the hospital, where he tested positive for COVID. So with that, and him being with my mother every single day, she had to be tested. And she came back positive. So seeing as how I was around them all the time, I got tested. And guess what? I came back positive too. Though mine was more asymptomatic. I didn't even really know I was sick, but I isolated like I was supposed to. Dad spent a week in the hospital before they kicked him out. He wasn't better. He's still on the road to recovery even over a month later. But Mom had to wait 20 days in isolation in the hospital, which means she had to spend Christmas alone. Her last Christmas, we didn't even get to be with her. She was so lonesome. There were days where she felt so bad she couldn't even really call us. But there were days where she felt well enough But she was so lonely because Dad was there every day for her. And with him being sick, he couldn't be there. So her 20-day isolation comes up, and we finally bring her home. And she was with us for about a week. She had some good days. We tried to take care of her the best we could. And then on the 12th of January, we lost her. I'm still kind of trying to come to terms with it. It still hurts to think about. You know, you only get one mother. And she was pretty darn good. I'm gonna miss her. I know she's not suffering anymore. She's in a much better place. But there's a part of my heart that left that day when she did. And I'm really gonna miss her. So, Mom, I love you. And I'm gonna miss you. But I know you're gonna be watching over me, like you always have. So I just wanted to kind of tell you guys what's been going on. I know I haven't been active. I will be again. Just not right now. I still need time to kind of process everything. It still doesn't feel real. It's like December and January never happened. Everything that's happened has been background noise between then. So, I won't take up much of your time. I just wanted to give you an update and let you know what's been going on. And I'm okay. I will be okay. Just not yet. But I will be. I do hope to continue content on this channel eventually. But just know that it might not be right away. But I'm going to try to keep you guys entertained. God knows I'm going to need it. And I'm going to need you guys. And I know you'll be there for me. You always are. I love you guys. We'll see you around.